Howdy ho, traders. This is my early morning brief video. It's gonna be a little bit longer, I think. Probably try to keep it under 15 minutes. Hopefully, we'll see what happens here. So basically, what I'm looking at here on SPY, we right into that previous last week's high, going into the data. So they're taking this into the max, uh, uh, going into that data. That's what they love doing. They like taking it into critical areas where they can get the maximum effect on the option market on the bull and bear case. That's exactly what they did right there. And we got a 50 day moving average above us still. We still got to get through before things start looking a lot better here in on the SPY front. So bottom line is, I don't think there's going to be a whole lot of action overnight. That's why I'm doing this now. Uh, we're probably going to come in with really light volumes until the data comes out tomorrow morning. Qs right down here. So we got this channel we're in here on the Qs. We are been basing here for a while, and now we're lifting back up on this channel after having some fairly good earnings for the most part across the board here in the markets. So we do have the previous week high because last week was a very volatile week. 370. We got to get back above 370 before we can start making a move to 380. So, but we did close at the 200-day moving average. That was pretty much stopped the momentum to the upside there Friday or there today. So, once they achieved that 200-day moving average on the Qs, they said, well, maybe we don't want to take it any further. So, that could be a swing high. You never know for tech tomorrow. We'll see what happens on that. I don't know what for sure if we're gonna go up, go down. All I know is it was an incredibly bullish day today. It was broad. eh, just about everything was getting bought up, and and that's an environment. Even if you think they're going to sell the news tomorrow, you have to ask yourself: is there going to be that much selling pressure? Because I'm telling you, there was buyers galore in the market today. So this heads up on that. So this volatility box we got here on the Russell, we're still below our trading channel. Still down below this trading channel. We're breaking our volatility box. Right now, once that data comes out tomorrow, we're probably going to have an outperforming IWM, and we're going to backtest our channel. That's probably my most likely scenario for tomorrow. So, that's something I got eyeing here. The backtest of my channel tomorrow. That would put us up to the almost 213 area, 212.80, 213, something like that, for that backtest, the daily 50 SMA. Okay. So that is the theory that I'm putting out there, and I'm going to stick with it on that. So everybody's so focused on U.S. equities. I think the real opportunity is not U.S. equities. The real opportunity, you see what's going on here with the KWEB? This is China Internet Stocks. Look at what's happening here. They are breaking out. And guys, you do realize China is lowering interest rates. We're raising interest rates. Lower interest rates, better for tech. So it's absolute opposite things happening in China versus what's happening here. And this thing looks like it's ready to rip. So the KWEB, I am looking for a weekly close, $43 possibly here on the KWEB. Maybe even tomorrow when this thing starts getting going. You never know. But yeah, possibly a weekly close here, $43 here. Uh, uh, like I said, it could happen in a day. You never know. If it starts taking off here. So that's your Baba, Baidu, JD. All those look prime, and there is a lot of money going into that supporting money that I'm seeing. I'm using the unbalanced volume, volume, and yeah, there's money going in there supporting this move to the past few days. So heads up on that. It started Monday and it's been that way all week long. So definitely that is one I would not be ignoring a big trend that's setting up here. Okay. 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 So basically, stocks that are breaking above their prior week highs, AMC, CGC, Tilray. See, where's my volume at? I think that's on volume. Let me move that over real quick. I can't remember if I got them sorted right. There we go. Okay, Sundial, that is a cannabis name, had earnings this morning. Yeah, it rocked 13%. All the cannabis names were on fire today. AMD, we're breaking above last week's high here. So if they, if they can break it above the 200-day moving average on tech, AMD is above the weekly high, so it should be a trender. AMC is above, had a nice little bid today. It should be a trender. Uh, we broke out of the downtrend, potentially broke out, and we're right at that last week's high, trying to break out of that for AMC. Apple's trying to break out of last week's highs. They set it up for a range high breakout possibility for the overnight session. So heads up on that. They ran it the last very few minutes, boom, right up into that previous week high. And now initially they're selling it off into, they're not willing to risk too much on knowing that we're in the 200-day moving average from the downside on the NASDAQ. And we might have we might have interest rates over 2% tomorrow if, you know, if it comes in the way they have it reported coming in. So just remember that XLF, bottom line is IWN is going to go up. XLS is going to be a big driving force tomorrow. We'll see what happens on that. Neo, one of the China names. There's a gap fill above us. Looks like it's going to fill that gap this week. I'm still looking for 36.26 to fill this gap this week on Neo. Uber had a nice little bit after hours so far on their earnings. Okay. Nvidia broke above the weekly high, way above. Got a really nice bid here on Nvidia, breaking above the weekly high here on Nvidia. Quite supportive. So definitely keep that one on watch here. And we are above the weekly 21 with the weekly 50 up here at 280. 280 would be our next target on Nvidia going, and this is an earnings run up play. So just keep that in mind there. They might be wanting to take us to 280 into those earnings for Nvidia. Uh, XAL, that is the, I think that's the ticker. XAL, is that right? Yep. AMAX Airline Index. This thing looks ready to rip your head off. Okay. You see this wedge pattern right here? This thing looks, this airline index, I'm telling you, it looks primed for a big move. So I'm just some of the names I'm seeing right here. I got American Airlines on here, and Delta's down there too somewhere. I have to find it. So we are above weekly highs. Looks like we're breaking out of a downtrend, an accelerated downtrend, going into the longer term downtrend. American Airlines is probably going to be my first trade tomorrow to the long side if the markets are healthy. Okay. EEM looks like it could be setting up for a breakout here on EEM. Okay, like I said, these emerging markets, these foreign countries that are really have not raised their interest rates, they could be outperforming here in the near term versus U.S. equities. So heads up on that. Cruise lines are on fire. We do have a breakout of downtrend on Carnival today. Just keep that one on watch there. That one there could easily run back up to $30 here in the next couple days or a week. Keep that one on watch. Vail, this is the commodity space. All the commodities were really on fire today, especially like fertilizers. Uh, Russia's holding back. Russia does about 60% of some of the fertilizers, and they're holding back on that with everything going on. And the fertilizers are catching one hell of a bid, and it's really helping it. Vale is actually a steel company, I think. It's a Brazilian steel company, so heads up on that. Let's see here. That's some of the main ones here. Delta was also on one of these lists. There it is down there. Want to point that one out. I like that one too. Delta looks like it's ready to. We're above the January high here, so we're above a monthly high on Delta. Also, going into a trend line here. So if these airlines aren't taking off, I like Delta even better than American Airlines. This thing here could really explode here because you're actually above a monthly resistance as well. And Citi, we had mentioned on my weekly video, huge deep in the money call options in Citi coming into this week. So I did mention that in my weekend video. We're breaking out of the downtrend today. So if this stuff comes out the way they're anticipating here, the financials are going to be hot tomorrow. So that's what they're anticipating. I don't know what's going to happen. So just heads up on that. And I also want to point out the problem is with Apple. There was huge deep in the money put open interest. Okay, so that's the problem we got going on here. They were betting on a very strong numbers tomorrow that's going to take tech down. So keep that in the back of your mind here. I know tech's not doing what it's supposed to be doing here, but when we came into this week, that's what they were trading for, right? I don't know what's going to happen, but I mean, I do want to float that idea going into today's session, okay? And then, so 10 minutes. Let me go over here at the monthly ones real quick. Okay, on these monthly ones real quick, Delta had the monthly breakout. Jets, that's your one of your that's a monthly breakout on that one. Like I said, these airlines are looking prime here for a big move. Morgan Stanley's one of your financials, broke out of the monthly. This is all-time breakout here for Morgan Stanley. Real long consolidation. I actually charted this out yesterday. Can you believe that? For that breakout pattern, and we're getting into breakout. So your next target, 50%, guys, 125. This thing here should be good for 125 now. Uh, so just heads up on that. Morgan Stanley's looking hot. So heads up on that. Alcoa, one of the commodity plays, going parabolic here on a breakout here on Alcoa. Heads up on that. Southwest is another one. Looks like it's going to run into that trend line. It's above the January high. So these are the ones I like the best because you have already cleared the monthly highs. So if we get a continuation, these are your strong continuation suggestions into going into this week. Okay, you got you got a monthly breakout here on Royal Caribbean. Oh, as far as today goes, also I do want to point out here, all indices. No, it's not all indices. It's where's it at? 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 Yeah, it's all indices. 1 second here. Put it on pause. Okay. As far as your indices, your S&P indices, the strongest one today, 3.86%. Casinos and gaming. We had MGM. It's up a little bit after hours. Okay, it was okay numbers. I mean, don't get me wrong, it's up a little bit after hours, but the casino, the gaming was really catching a bit today. I was looking at LVS. They could actually come in here and run MGM and LVS on the open today. That kind of looks like what they're going to do here. They're going to run into that trend line. Uh, so as far as thinking that MGM is going to sell off right out of the gate, I don't think that's going to be the case. Okay. This one here, that's the airlines. Like I was telling you, these airlines are looking sweet for a higher here. We are moving into some MA resistance here on the industrial ETF. This one here doesn't matter. The individual stocks are the ones you have to really look at. Uh, here you go. Gas utilities, natural gas. Looks like it's breaking out here. Heads up on that. Your natural gas utilities like Vectron and some of these other natural gas utility companies looks like they're trying to break out here with the cold winter. Hotels and resorts, the reopening theme. Boom. Go out here on a weekly. This thing has been 3-year weekly. So you see how we've been consolidating for a long time here. Very, very easily could be going back up here to all-time highs. And these casinos actually, or these uh, this could be a breakout setting up here. So heads up on that. I know it's hard to see that right now, but you see how long we've been going sideways? This is actually your primary trends over here. So, you can actually draw a channel over here on these. I mean, this is your primary trending channel. Okay. So you can actually potentially target if these markets hold up here possibly for your to get fair value for these hotels and resorts and cruise lines. So heads up, the reopening theme could be very strong here. So I do want to point that out. We have the potential for if they want to hold these markets up for this reopening theme to be breaking to all-time highs here for these hotels, resorts, and cruise lines. Okay, heads up on that. So do want to float that idea here. And fertilizer and agriculture, you could see it's parabolic. That's not going to last, but it is what it is with what's going on with Russia. Oil and gas, we are breaking out here. We got room to the upside, this oil and gas exploration. Okay, we do have room up on this ETF. to the next level. Human resources. Basically for getting people employed and stuff like that. The agencies that do that, employment agencies, they are on fire here. Very strong. It's probably one of the strongest patterns they've ever had in their history. So well above normal trends, and it's in a parabolic bull market. Okay, so sometimes you got to just bring these things down to earth, and put a channel on that, and you can see what's going on here. But yeah, they're just going parabolic here. Absolutely parabolic on that. So heads up on that. Bottom line is you just double that, duplicate. If you want to see how that goes, there you go. That's about where we're going to go and find some resistance. So we're not even there on that one yet. So you go on a weekly, and then you can see we're not even into a potential resistance area yet here. So probably this week, we're going to run into a resistance on this indice, in my opinion. Uh, Consumer finance. Okay, I haven't. That's probably more like your uh, uh, I don't know, Avgo and some of those others. Agricultural products are up. These are all breakouts on this right here above their monthly. Okay, these are monthly breakout sectors that I'm showing you right here. So heads up on that. Or is weekly breakout? I can't remember. Yeah, these are monthly breakout patterns. Okay, so all these right here are the ones that are leading the market to the upside. Gas and storage, oil refinery, insurance industry breaking out, more insurance, energy sector. And as you can see, a lot of these energy sectors are not topped out yet. So health and life insurance going to the roof here. Gives you some of the ideas of some of the stuff that's happening in this market, okay? Well, that's it. 17 minutes. I've got to stop. Follow me, Gumby9662C, on Twitter. Please retweet my video once you watch it. Take the effort out to do that, please. I'd like to see a lot of people watching these videos. And like the video below, leave comments below, and I will see you in the chat rooms tomorrow. Bottom line is, I am, after today and after going through all my charts, it's going to be really hard to get a really down move in this market. So I'm not saying tomorrow's not going to be a real bad red day on tech or something like that, but if the numbers come in as expected, I'm just saying there's going to be a lot of places you're actually going to be able to go long, in my opinion.